Got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, big TC Pirates TCG, and 2D. I'm coming at you with that BP Monkey D Luffy, not in the EB, but the OP-11. All right, so it's getting kind of hectic. All right, Actually, no, this is more EBO2. This is even more EBO2. As soon as I said the OP-11, we are facing off against OP-11 because nobody wants to play in EBO2. But this is going to be some, this is the EBO2 tech. I got something else for OP-11. Don't you worry about it, sweetheart. Anyhow, let's get into it. You guys know K-Design made, this is just one of my flat out favorite designs for a leader ever. And follow that link in the description to their Etsy page, and go get this one and this one. You know what I'm saying? This one, right? 25% off when you use the code 3-piece TCG. I'm always about to say Marauder Music, but 3-piece TCG is the code. Also, the memberships are live. Yeah, so come on down, be smashing, finger popping, putting on that pressure. Or big city hooping and get the whole shebang. Get your name on my videos, boy. All right, best way to support the channel. Also, my music is in the DistroKid link in the description. Anyways, enough of the silly business. All right, so let's get into it. We've made some changes, right? We've been talking about some things, and I've been mixing it up with the crew in our Discord, also in the description. And I've heard people talking about, hey, yo, somebody's running eShow. I could never find that list for one reason or another, but anyways, yeah, somebody's running this, somebody's running that. And the way I'm feeling right now is I feel like Luffy is starting to get a little bit gooder. Okay, we're getting a little gooder right now. Okay, I swapped out some 2Ks. I threw four set of Suru in there, right? Because Suru plus this pops an 8. And that's a huge swing, right? To establish a 9K body and be able to swing the same turn. Also, once we start getting Isho out, then this plus this pops anything in the game with Sanji, right? So, and then also Isho is going to get rid of 2 cards. Right now in this current meta, I know you have to refer to the meta as a jungle. Like, you can't say it's a forest. Or it's a you can't say any other kind of, it's not the Serengeti. It's got to be a jungle. It's got to be the jungle. Okay, cool. Everybody, I said jungle. All right, I said the meta's a jungle. In this jungle, Isho is paramount as much as Pudding is. Why? Because Pudding reshuffles that fucking 8 card hand. Well, Isho is going to get rid of 2 of those cards, and in a game where, like I said, everybody's stacking that hand, they're putting their whole dick in their hand, Ishu's gonna throw that off, right? Also, yeah, got to talk about it. So we swapped out. I understand that lightning is searchable and this is not. However, once we get to start minusing things, this becomes very relevant. This can still pop bitch ass booby smoker, right? As well as this can, where lightning cannot. You know what I mean? So if there's any kind of power-ups, lightning started to lose that thunder. If I'm going up against this card, yeah, we can't do nothing about it with lightning. But with this card, yeah, not only can we do something about it, but we also proc our ability, and the trigger gives us an active dawn. So yeah, we're still running our Law Searcher, and we went down to 2 and 2 on these because I'm just experimenting. We know these are, well, they can kind of be mid-game plays depending on how we're ramping, but they're typically a little bit later, right? And so we're just messing around with some things. But outside of that, we're kind of moving in the same direction. We're just switching some things up. So without further ado, let's go across the pond, right? And get into that OP-11 matches. I'm going to try to do some EBO2, but, nobody wants to play on EBO2 right now. It's Western or OP-11. So let's get into it. Gang, I promised you some EBO2, right? Okay, so we're looking at this, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Why? Because I had a searcher. Black Maria is my ramp. I'm going first, and we'll be playing Sanji. So we would most 100% of the time prefer to play out our Zoro, right? But at this juncture, we will settle out of court for a Black Maria, right? Because Black Maria is still going to, you know, make everything right, set everything up nice for us, and make it so that we're able to play Sanji and pop the Zoro. Now, are they going to have less Dawn than me, or they're the same? Well, unless they use their ability, and they're not. Okay, cool. So we're okay to take. We're okay to counter out. We decided to counter out. Now, the reason why I would definitely counter out, actually, is because in this matchup, it's going to come down to getting 2 swings at a time, right? Once they start dropping their finisher, Luffy, they're going to want to swing twice at a time. So that's something to think about. If you can get out of frivolous swings, do so. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and drop 5 for 6 Sanji. And I was thinking like this. I was thinking, damn, should I play Pudding? Should I play Pudding out instead and then do the 7 cost Sanji? You know what I mean? It's Sanji, Sanji, Sanji. This is Sanji's dick we're playing with right now, right? So, but, you know, I went ahead and went that route. And it looks like they're going to do the Going Merry thing. And we do have more Dawn than them. So Going Merry will be able to make Pudding unboopable. And now they're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. They've got a 6K body. They got 4 cards. If they Going Merry Pudding and they were to play out a Zoro, we could still mess with that. They pull out a Uso Hachi Miso Horny with a search, so Zoro's off the table. So let's go ahead. Now, okay, we're gonna put on. They're trying to put some. We don't give them that word, but you get what I'm saying. They're trying to put some heat on us. We ain't feeling it. We ain't feeling no heat. We're gonna 2 into 2. That's a no-brainer. That card might turn into a blocker, which would be like amazing for us. If we had 10 Dawn, we could totally just minus and get rid of Sanji, but we don't. We're going to go ahead and play a Sanji of our own. We're going to swing 6 there, and then we're going to swing 8 there, okay? Yes. Okay. So now everybody's going to go up +1. We're swinging 8. We're asking for that Uso Hachi. They don't give it to us. They go down to 2. Putting on a little bit of pressure. A little bit. But we are big city hooping after this, okay? Yes, we know they're going to do these kinds of things. Yes, we understand this. I'm going to 10 Dawn, however. So somebody's ass is going to get busted. That's what's going to happen. I mean, they're still diddle-daddling with 5 Dawn, which, hey, look, that's their prerogative. They can get down like that. And that Luffy Taro into a Sanji is pretty primo Luffy Taro play. Only able to get that going because of having 2 less Dawn. So I mean, and this is how this deck exists. This is how this deck thrives. Even though they have 5 Dawn, they're able to, or currently have 5 Dawn. They've got, what is that, 12 18 Dawn worth of characters on the board. I mean, fuck the wuck, you know what I'm saying? So they're just cheating out a lot of cards. And okay, so right here we're gonna choose to keep that alive, and then we can keep it alive again, so we can keep up that pressure. Keep up that pressure. That's right. All right, so now we're gonna get rid of that. We always use Sanji Pudding's ability first, because they will always give us an active Dawn. We want sexually active Dawn. Okay, so now I'm like, yo, they ain't got no Dawn up. I can go for that. Okay, cool. You're going to have to give me all the cards in the world. They don't give me all the cards in the world. Now I'm going to swing 6. See, now we start going for the face because, you know, okay, you couldn't protect that. We're not going to go for life, give them a bunch of cards, and then go for the card we want to get rid of, right? So now we've got them down to 2 cards. 2 eligible bachelors. They're at, what is that, 7 Dawn, and they just concede, and I feel them. So look, they had this 7. They couldn't use their Luffy ability. Actually they could have, but they'd be swinging minimal numbers at us, and we still had 3, so they would need all 4 to hit, and it's looking like I got a 2 and a 1, So I would have been able to get out of one of the, you know, either the 6K leader or one of the 7K swings. But and then of course that's if they're going for life, and then we go right back at them. You know, this is what winning this match looks like. This is what winning this match looks like. We didn't get any triggers, right? It was just good old fashioned. Let's go first. Let's ramp. Let's remove threats. Let's develop. Let's sustain. We're good. We're golden, Pony Boy. I think this in the EBO2, it can definitely lose. It can definitely get blown up, of course, right? Of course, but it can also win. This is what winning looks like. Right, let's go ahead and get into this OP-11 action, all right? Now, we're going to law search, and we're happy. We got a Zoro. We got a Sanji. Everything is going our way right now. They put out Ripper, who can block once they have another Navy card, okay? Now, they didn't counter out of that, so they have nothing in trash. This is a leader that you got to focus on their trash. You got to be cognizant of their trash, because if I think I'm going to pop things with my Sanji, I have to understand that they can get rid of 3 cards from trash, right? Now, they got exactly 3 cards thanks to that Kuzan. The Kuzan, that ability to trash the top 3 is literally just to keep him alive, right? So, but we got rid of that. They have an opportunity to put more cards in the trash to protect Kuzan going into the next round. They got 2 in there, right? And now we're gonna see what they develop. So they develop what is that, a Habari? I forget how it goes. But anyways, 5 and a 5. I would kind of like to keep it alive. Bars. That bitch can attack the turn she's played. That's fucking awesome. That's fair, and that's fair. But check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and check that trash out. Oh, you only got 2 trash. Oh, we're gonna get rid of that broad. Yeah, waiting for opponent to figure that one out. They're pulling a card out of their ass. Get out of here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of him now. So we're gonna get rid of him now. Oh, shit. He said, I will not have that happen again, sir. Okay, my guys playing to their strengths. This is a competent player. We don't like competent players. We like to make highlight reels. Anyways, man. Sanji, we hardly knew you. Sanji, we hardly knew you. And he's got the plus 1K. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm thinking I can swing 5 into 5, and then I can power up my Luffy and swing into that. Homeboy is oh yeah. Oh, that's what we like to do. We map that out right there, and that's what I'm talking about. You poke, and you figure out where their mind's at. They got 2 cards in their hand. This is like the best place to be right now. This is the best place to be for us right now. And we got here by seeing our Sanji so early that, you know, Kuzan was the only card they were going to develop that is going to put 3 cards in the trash automatically, okay? Outside of that, anything else would have got popped. So we're doing that by putting out our Sanjis and keeping it going. That fucking sucks. The honesty impact, that's more like the dishonesty impact to me. That felt very dishonest. Read that. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 4,000. Then K up to one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less. Like, that's crazy. I don't want to look at it too long because it looks like it's spoilers, but I'll tell you this much. You minus somebody 4,000, swing into them, and then get rid of somebody else at 6,000. That's also a way to do it. They just chose to get rid of a fucking big, so, you know, F me and everything I stand for. However, look, I do got him on the I do have the hand advantage, but that's about all the advantages we got for right now. So I just choose to get rid of a Sanji Pudding, and I'm like, I'm gonna just keep it moving. We're just gonna be going after the board. We're going after the board. We're keeping a Dawn active. We're gonna feint like we got a giant, right? We do have a fair amount of counter, not so much, but a fair amount. And we will also not be popping anything anymore, which is knuckin' futz. Okay, so here's the thing. Now we can turn this sideways with Habari. We can turn that Habari sideways, and we got 5 Dawn to work with, and now we can just swing 8 into that. You can't do nothing. Cool. Now I can still do this and have 2 up. Cool. Now I can swing 6 into 5. You take, cool. Now we're swinging 7 into 5. They're probably going to take, cool. They've got to find a way to finish me, and I have 246K in counter right now. This is what we like to see, gang. This is what we're looking for. They play out of Sengoku. Forgot I don't have pants on. And okay, what are we searching? A berry good. Helmepo for that ass. Yeah. I don't think this is going to do it for him, though. They can attack. They can get some characters off the board. But, yeah, we can save that. We can technically still save that. Yes. I say yes to the dress. To me today, I would say yes to that dress. Oh, shit. So they're going to get rid of that with their leader swing now. Yeah. Okay. Well, check this out. They're at 6, but we've got our finisher Luffy, and I think we would be able to do it with Kaido or Luffy, right? But we're gonna go ahead and find the most appropriate, the most, como se dice, the most efficient, the most Dawn efficient way. And right now, the most Dawn efficient way to me is let's load one on Sanji. Let's swing 8 in them. Let's ask for 2 cards, see what they do. They wouldn't have been able to get out of that. Instead, I'm kind of poking the bear, and I'm going about it the long way. Maybe it's the wrong way, right? So we got to keep 8 up because we have to have 2 to turn sideways. If they had 2 2Ks, it wouldn't matter, because if they had 2 2Ks and in another deck, maybe they would get away with it. You know what I mean? In this deck, it wouldn't matter because of our leader, right? So we would swing 7 into this one. They could 2K out, but then we would be swinging 8 into the next one with that 1 Dawn up. So, yeah, man, we're about to draw into a giant. But yeah, so this leader is no slouch whatsoever, especially for somebody who likes to ramp and pop and keep, you know, the threats off our back. But this is what, you know, this is what it looks like. This is what we wanted to go for. I think that treating it like red as well, and not, I mean, it's a 4-life leader, and it's so like, you know, let's get it out of here. That's cool. But also what's really cool is removing all the cards from his hand and the board. So let's keep it moving. Now this one is this one's a little crazy wacky game. I was thinking about putting Uda in here, and I forget if I even wound up running Uda. I like, you know, like running it out there, playing it out there, but I do remember you know, people have been talking about Usopp, and I just wanted to show an Usopp match, right? So we can kind of, you know, get that out there, get that conversation going. Yes, but that Uda card is very interesting. I am not done experimenting with it yet. For those of you who have played BP Luffy for any amount of time, you know that every once in a while, not every once in a while, actually fairly often, I mean, look at that last game, we had 3 cards on the board, right? You know, but every once in a while, we'll do the double Zoro, right? But yeah, we'll have 2 to 3 characters on the board. You drop a Uda, you -2, you know, do your leader ability. Well, now you got a 6K leader and everybody's plus 1K. That makes it harder for red to pop you, right? And also just anybody to swing into you. So those are great things. Now things are looking pretty good for our Usopp at this point, because, you know, they do get the Cavendish. They're able to start building up that trash. What do we got? 6 Dawn up there. I'm not really worried about 6 Dawn. I'm more worried about 7 Dawn. So yeah, we ain't worried about 6 Dawn. Not in the slittest. Okay, so yeah, and it looks like they're gonna put some kind of blocker up. I'm gonna take, I don't like going down too soon with this leader, but you know, that's how we're gonna get down. All right. So with Sanji, we can go ahead and turn Bartolomeo sideways, and then I believe we'll have some Dawn left over. And when we do, yeah, we're at 7 Dawn. We didn't even get the ramp. This is a tough game. This is what we in the biz call a tough game. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. No way, Jose, I shouldn't have done that. If I'm wanting to get rid of Cavendish, oh shit, never mind. I'm a genius. I was gonna say if I was wanting to get rid of Cavendish, we want to just swing into that. But them giving me a 2K was just Magnifique. We're gonna go ahead and just put on that pressure, and instead of going after Bartolomeo, you know, giving him a blocker, you know, thinking about things, you know. And I'm salivating at the idea of playing this Uda boy. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Let's see what she's got. Maybe we play. We know we're gonna get. We know for sure we're gonna get a Rebecca play. They done Cavendish. Yeah, here we go. Rebecca Mario. Rebecca Maria. Let's see what they got. They are going to need something good. I will say that much. Now, what sucks is if they have the Kiros. Oh, no Kiros. No Kiros. You got to have Kiros. Yeah, them not having Kiros is going to really suck for them, because had they had Kiros, I would have immediately regretted. And I really should have put one Dawn on my leader. The reason being is, yeah, just do it. Just do it. No, come on. The kids want to see Uda. The kids want to see Uda. You can't even pop anything. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Anyways, they quit. You know, they're out of steam. They don't want to see the smoke. But yeah, Uda would have been really cool. We would have had everybody +2 or +1, and then we would have just swung 8s and fucking 7. We would have went crazy. But anyhow, Uda, think about it. Think about it. All right. Now we're going up against Green. Okay, Green is going to. I don't know how prevalent Green's going to be. I haven't been hearing too many things in these last crop of tournaments, you know. But they're taking first from us. Okay, cool. We still got Zora. We're happy about that. And we know that we can swing 6 into that 1K, and we know that we can get it out of here. At this juncture, I'm gonna go ahead and use Usohachi. Me so horny. Typically, I would save Usohachi. However, when you're going up against Green, it doesn't matter if you turn Tashigi sideways. It doesn't matter if you turn. Actually, I wonder if it does matter if you turn Tashigi sideways. But you know what I was mainly trying to say is Rosinante. It ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, anyhow, they're gonna go ahead and swing that. We're gonna stay healthy. We're choosing to stay healthy, and we're gonna go ahead and pop the shit out of this Tashigi. Am I right? Oh wait, does this allow us to do both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Because we're going second. I don't think it's like that. Yeah, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and swing 7. We know they're gonna turn that sideways. We attach it to our leader and swing with our leader because we want Sanji to be that 6 cost that they need. We got rid of Tashigi. We love Tashigi's in the trash. Tashigi's belong in the trash, okay? We still kept our lion. So we can, we can Suru that ass. We can Suru that and continue threatening. Yeah, okay, we're keeping pieces on the board. Now we can definitely do the lion threat. What is that? The lion, yeah, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Jory Bonney. We don't want him searching no more. It sucks to spin an attack like that, but that's what we do. And now we're gonna play out Pudding, and we have enough for another swing, so we're gonna swing another 7. I wish I would have swung 8. I really wish I would have swung 8. Especially if they counter out of this. Motherfucker. Yeah, I really wish I would have swung 8. In a situation like this, there's no fucking reason to keep one Dawn up. For what? For why? You know what I mean? So, we're going to go ahead and give them Sanji. Alright, now, unless they got a horny-ass Jones or a Shanks. They got a fucking Shanks. Of course they got a fucking Shanks. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, we can afford to Luffy. We can afford to Luffy. We might be able to afford to play both of them. It looks like we can, yeah. It really does look like we can. They don't have any Dawn up. We can swing 5 fucking times. No Dawn up. No Dawn up. Yeah, you got to play it just like that. What are we doing? Okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to turn it upside. Okay. You guys see what we're doing here? Yeah, see what we're doing here? Okay, so now we can swing 6, 7, and we can swing 2 6s, or we choose to swing 5. Okay. Are we doing that thing where we're posturing again? Okay. I'm gonna swing a 7. And it looks like, okay, it looks like I'm gonna, oh, I'm not. Okay, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, so what's happening here is we're giving them a lot. We're giving them a lot. Right now, that one Shanks is that finger in the water hose, and you try to like scratch all that. Scratch all that. You try to put a finger over a faucet, and the faucet, and you're scratch that too. When you try to plug a hole, fingering, water everywhere, squirting. Fuck, we can't do anything right today. On Easter weekend? Come on. Come on, let's get together. All right, we've got pudding. Okay. Pudding draws us a pudding. We could play another pudding. They've got a lot of Dawn up. They ain't got shit to do. Much ado about nothing looking ass. I'm really smoking this one over because I'm like, do I continue to develop threats? I mean, fucking, let's see. Okay, so they turned that sideways instead of pudding, and I gotta imagine they wish they didn't. I gotta imagine they wish they didn't. And we're gonna play another pudding. Okay, so I guess they were more concerned about the active attackers and thinking that they can get something big out that'll block. Okay, this game's over. Game's over. Game is absolutely over. Giving you 9. If you ain't got 9, oh yeah, that's it. That's that ass. That's that ass, Mr. Postman. So here's the thing, and this is something I feel like we've established by now. It is always more than appropriate for us to not see everything we want to see, right? It's always like, well, that happens, right? We don't see, technically, we won't always see everything we want, and we can still turn it out. We can still make it happen. When Green doesn't see their fucking kid, oh my God, you're running it up. Oh my God, you're running it up. Let's go next. Okay, now we are here. It looks like they chose to go second. And we got first. We ain't tripping. We've got Roranor Zoro ready. Yeah. Okay, we can swing 7. Now this is personal space. The leader. You swing 7 at them, or you swing at them. They give you 1 card and say, "Stay out of my personal space." And if you can't swing 7 for the rest of the game, you ain't touching them. You are staying out of their personal space. Now they give us an L Thor, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't know if I'd be that frivolous. Oh, I see why. So they need our health because Zeus is putting health in their hand, and then they're KOing. Okay. Okay. We might need to fuck with Nami. We might need to build Nami. I don't know. It's not a passion. I can tell you it's not a passion project. But yeah, I'm just thinking. So we go ahead and we swing. Okay. And I'm thinking, yeah, we do that. Oh, pardon fucking me. It's not until they have 6 Dawn or more that we can play this card out. And I understand why, because they have a 7k beater early and often. Like, I mean, that ability, yeah, that's a little tough. That's a little tough. Okay, so they didn't want us to do all that. So, anyhow, they're doing some Hiyori things. I don't know whether that's something they're gonna try and like, whether they want to trigger into or whether they want to play it out. You know what I mean, from the top of their life. But I can tell you they should probably keep the life where it's at. However, this is Nami. She does what she wants. Swinging 9. Okay. And now we're at 8, and my ass is chapped because I really wish I could. That I could play out Kaido and put on some pressure. But instead, we're gonna have to settle out of court with a Frankie into a Zoro. Yes. And we got rid of a Sanji because that Kaido's gonna do what that Sanji was going to do, right? And it's a bigger body, and we wind up drawing into another Sanji anyways. We got more Sanjis than Kaido, so that's how I was looking at it. We're going to see if they want us in their personal space. I should have swung 7. I should have did the Zoro and then swung 7. That's what I should have did. Are we going to... We can go up to 10 and swing twice with Luffy. That is an option. That's right. That's right. They said, stay out of my personal space. And we're saying, you know what? We got the money for that personal space. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What the what? That sucks. A bitch ass soul pocus. It said your life or your life. And I said life. We're going to swing another 10. They're down to 1. We got a blocker. They red rock our ass. Not going to lie. You spent all your Dawn. You got 6 cards. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling a smidge okay. I'm feeling a touch in control right now. I feel like, okay, I'm going to bust some ass. And we are going to keep it moving. Okay. So, unfortunately, I used 2 abilities, and that's why we're going to 8, not 10. That sucks. We're getting rid of Sanji. Same idea is that we're about to go to fucking 10 with Kaido. Okay, so 5 into 7. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Now we're going to go ahead and swing 10 into 7, and they got it. Okay, but I do have 2 blockers, and I do have some big swings there. Out of cards. They could play a big, right? They could play a big and kind of upset things. They do that, man, and they trash a giant. That sucks. Yeah, we gotta let that go, I think. No, you say? No, you say we don't? You're looking at our hand. You see the Suru into the Kaido. We don't let it go. We don't let it go. All right. Okay, then. We're drawn to another Kaido. Now, here's that play, that world famous, what I've been telling you guys. Suru into Kaido. And we still got active Dawn. We can swing 5. We can get that 2. Anything becomes a 2K, yeah. And then we swing Kaido. We're good. We're golden, pony boy. Now, we could be F'd in the A if they had a gravity blade. If they had a gravity blade... yeah, they would have it. They would have had it. But when you're asking somebody to have one of their 2 ofs, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Also, if they had this card maybe a turn earlier, they would be able to rush. They would be able to put 1 back in our hand. We would have to block that 1, and then they would swing 7, and then we'd have 7 and 8 with the 1 that they put back in our hand, right? So yeah, they were just, it was a close game for sure. But when you're asking somebody to have one of their 2 of cards, I mean, shit like that's going to happen. So this is the last one I have time to share with you guys today. But this one is very important. It is a halfway in between a best of 3 against Bello Betty. Okay. I found myself with against a really good opponent in a Bello Betty. I've been hearing that people are having problems with Bello Betty, both with Plofy and with Black Plofy, right? So Logan commentate, this one's for you, big boss, and for all of my members, I will be going over all 3 of the matches. You know, it's a sweaty session, right? So I assume only the people who are serious about it, care to see that kind of stuff. I will be putting that in. I will be putting the trilogy in the members only section. Okay, so do check that out. Let's get into it. Okay. So, we, real quick, let's look at that. Okay, so we opted out and we said, okay, we wanted to see some pops. We wanted to see some pops, and that's exactly what we got here, okay? Isho isn't going to make a big splash in this because fucking he's going to get rid of what? I mean, this deck is going to stay low, all right? It's going to stay at a very low hand count. They're constantly playing, they're constantly discarding so that they can level it up. So what we're wanting to do in this match is just rope a dope. Watch Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, RIP, both now. God bless, it's crazy. Rumble in the jungle. The meta is a jungle. You have to say this meta is a jungle. You can't refer to it as anything else. And you know, that's what we got to do. Rumble in the jungle. We're about to rope a dope. Okay. All right. So they're going to give us that Emporio Ivankov. Cool. Emporio Ivankov's going to pull something else out. Typically they do. All right. So now they got the Raise Max. Raise Max isn't the most, you know, what they want to play, right? Yeah, we can stay healthy. We can totally stay healthy. We're not worried about costs as much. We decided to take that one. Okay, cool. It's our business. Now we're deciding to get rid of Emporio Ivankov. Okay, and we're not establishing the Sanji just yet. We're gonna swing 5 into 2, and then we're gonna go ahead and get another Zoro out and think about attacking. We will think about attacking. Oh, we don't get a Zoro out. We get rid of the Zoro. We draw 2 cards. Cool. We don't attack. So anyhow, now we're gonna go and they're trashing one or searching? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Okay. So they use their stage. They got the 5 for 6 out. Okay, that's a big card you want to get rid of because that motherfucker's gonna be swinging big city numbers. God bless. Okay. So Bello Betty, we're gonna go ahead and I don't know what the lore is that Bello Betty gives everybody +2 or +3K. Is it like she just gets everybody rocked hard, like rocked up? Is it that kind of deal? Okay, so right here I got the lion, right? I can choose to play the lion or get Sanji out here. I'm thinking about getting Sanji out here because I'm establishing a body. And now I think I might attack, right? The reason, what we're doing here, though, is we're trying to starve our opponent out, right? I was thinking I might attack, and I don't, okay? I'm telling you, dude, I was in the fucking zone. Yeah, I will be watching these matches, you know, myself. Very good best of 3. And this is supposed to be somebody who beats us. They are supposed to win in this match. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that they're doing. And this is what we're facing off against constantly, okay? So this is going to be a tough round. Our saving grace is swinging 8, dog. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Our saving grace is that they ain't got no damn ass cards, and we just drew into a Sanji. Sanji's gonna get rid of something. Lion's gonna get rid of something. You get what I'm saying? So we're at 8 Dawn. We should be able to do this. Boom, boom. Let's get rid of Karasu's big threat number 1. Now we swing there, get rid of that. I should have focused the 5K. I really should have focused the 5K. Just good habits. But now we're going to go ahead and we can swing there. We're going to get a 2K or not. We get a 2K. Disparity has set in, my friend. We're getting them out of here still. And then Sanji's going to get out the last threat. Done. They're playing 1 card at a time. We got Gum Gum Giant. We're feeling good. All right. So Revolutionary type 2. Then if you have 2 or more life. Okay, cool. Wait. No, I do want to read that. I actually do want to read that. Place up to 1 Revolutionary Army type character from your hand at the top of your life face up. Then, if you have 2 or more life, put the top. Okay. So I was helping them do a little thing. And that's why they were able to still have 1 card. That is a 7K body. That is a 7 lifer. So right now, I could swing for game. I could go for game. I'm threatening lethal right now. They got 3 life. They got 1 card in hand. They got, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah. So right now they're big city wishing and hoping that I don't got a blocker. But a rusher. Even if that was a blocker, I would still win because I would be able to swing twice. So this is a little example on how, you know, the match will look, how the match is supposed to look, how weird you're supposed to be playing. So that, you know, you make it to the end. And, of course, their opponent is ready for a rematch, okay? So, very proud of this list performance against some adversity here and Bello Betty. Again, I'm going to be having the best of 3 with a well-studied commentary on it. So I can show you guys exactly how we're doing this and exactly how to be consistent and stay consistent against this, right? So the only thing I can tell you right now is I kind of wish I didn't do two, you know, -2 effects there, but earlier in the match. But anyways, it all came out in the end. It all worked out. But let's go ahead and take it to the gist of the list. All right, gang. Well, there you have it. There are some matches that Isho did come through, and I'm going to have to show those. We're going to have to make another video. It's going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen. But anyhow, we're just running out of time. It's Easter weekend as I'm recording this, and I'm just trying to get it out to you guys, get out what I can. But I'm really enjoying this list. I'm feeling that consistency. And for everybody who wants to copycat me, right? I know I got a lot of copycats that watch this stream or watch the videos. I want to throw this card in the OP-11 list. I want to throw, where you at? Where you at though? You guys know what time it is. I want to throw Grandpa Garp in this bitch. Grandpa Garp with an Isho in the same way, you know what I mean? If we made those our bigs. So if we did, I mean, we love having this. We love having this, right? We do. But if we're ramping and like we did, let's just find a place for 3 Garps, 4 Garps. You know what I'm saying? If we found a place for some Garps, not only would we be popping 7s, but we'd be putting one on our leader, making one cost for everybody. You know, the same thing we're doing in the Luffy Navy. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I wanna make this card work in this dick, and I don't see why I can't. But anyhow, I mean, you get these two, you're popping everything. You're popping everything in the game. Not as much rush, but you're popping everything in the game, so a little more controlled. So maybe that's what we can look forward to. Do comment down below how excited you are for the starter deck 21. No, the starter deck for Black Purple Luffy. What's going to be coming? Is it going to be black support? Is it going to be purple support? You know, I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, this has been Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG. Big Beard Pirates TCG. Do smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell. Go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. And I hope you had a great Easter. From mines to yours. 3-Piece.
I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game.